I'm All right, good morning, everybody. I watched my video last week. Shauna, can you turn your volume down because I could hear it echoing? And I like that I said the actual day of the month. So today is October 20th, 2021, counting down to the end of the year to holiday time. I'm not going to give you the numbers today because that was really, wow, last week. We have a visitor today, Susan Sanderson. Hi, Susan.
Hi, everyone. How are you all doing?
Very good. We're glad to see you.
Thank you for
a long time since we've seen
you.
It's
been too long. Yes. I'm just praying when my company says you can go into offices. It's sort of changing a little bit, but we still have to stay 6 feet away, be masked. So I think sometimes Zoom is better because you can actually hear what I'm saying without a mask over my face.
This is true.
But thank you for inviting me, Shannon, and I really do appreciate that. And I appreciate everyone's support. Just a reminder, the NHG reports are still $50 till the end of the year. And I know that many people are asking about the changes on the RPA. So I thought I would just take a moment to review the new RPA in regard to home warranty. It's labeled Q1810C, and it has changed quite a bit. You now have the ability to write in the actual home warranty plan that you want. So with American Home Shield, I always recommend you would write in Shield Complete with air conditioning. And then you would see a box that says whether the buyer's paying for the warranty, the seller's paying for the warranty, or it even gives you the ability to say both will be paying. I know many times the seller may designate $600 and the buyer's like, I want the top of the line plan. That is $625. So the buyer will pay the difference of $25. So on the RPA now you can check whether it's the buyer paying, the seller, or both. And they even have an area where it states the buyer waives the home warranty, which is great protection for you because it is a risk management tool. But if that's checked off, it's official that you've asked the buyer and they said they don't want one. Therefore, they don't come back to you and point fingers saying they weren't aware that there's a home warranty available. And then way over to the right, it says cost not to exceed. And you can write in a dollar amount there. And issued by, I would encourage you, please put American Home Shield. And then the check boxes for optional items are no longer there. So you would need to write in yourself home warranty plan, Shield Complete with air conditioning, and chlorine pool and spa, salt water pool and spa, septic tank coverage, additional refrigerators, which with American Home Shield, we will cover up to 4 additional refrigerators for only $15. So if they have a refrigerator in the garage, it would be covered. If they have one in a bar inside the house, like the dorm refrige, that would be covered. A small wine cooler is covered. So for $15, up to 4 additional refrigerant units are covered. So I just wanted to remind you of that. I didn't know if I could share my screen, but I'm sure that you're going to be reviewing the RPA with them anyway. But please reach out to me also. I know several agents are utilizing the plastic bags, the door hangers, being successful with that farming material. So I'm really happy to have them delivered straight to your home if that's what you would like. And we're just very grateful. I personally am very grateful for your support. As you know, we're part of the Berkshire family and just look forward to doing business with everyone. And I thank you again, Shannon, for letting me have a few minutes just to say hi.
Well, it's good to see you.
It's nice to see you too. You never
Yeah.
change.
Well, you're
true.
only seeing me from here up.
Yeah.
We have a
Yeah,
question for you.
I do agree with you. It's like we don't have to worry from the waist down while we're on Zoom, right?
Go ahead, Kirsten. What's your
Okay,
question?
so I'm seeing more and more, more and more of our houses have solar. But I'm also seeing small solar panels hooked up to a swimming pool or a jacuzzi. Are they covered, or can you get a policy that covers that?
We do not cover solar. There are
Okay.
companies that might, but I encourage you to read the contract thoroughly because it's so limited. And the last thing you want to do is misguide your buyers to think that, oh, everything's going to be covered. It could say it only covers up to $250.
Okay.
So just if you do look at adding solar onto a warranty, definitely read the contract thoroughly and be aware. We just are not offering that. One thing we did add is we now offer coverage for electronics in the home.
Oh.
So all the laptops in the home, cell phones, flat screen TVs, they're all covered with our electronics optional item. It's $240 and it covers up to $5,000 in replacement or repairs. Even if you dropped your phone and broke it, it's covered. If you have a power surge, they're covered.
If you're
So
like
it-
Shannon and you drop your phone in the pool, it's covered.
Yeah, I dropped mine in the spot and I jumped in after it. I actually saved it. Then I was in a suit, a business suit. And I did save it by sticking it in rice, but I don't recommend that, but I panicked. But yes, it is covered in
Okay.
answer to your question. So when you think about things like you go to Best Buy and you purchase a brand new flat screen TV and they say, do you want an extended warranty? You might spend $200 just on one item. The electronic smart home system coverage for $240 covers everything in the
Wow.
home.
It's really unique. I've never
Can we
heard of
get
that with a
that?
home
Yeah.
warranty.
Yeah.
You have to get it as an upgrade to a regular warranty, right?
Yeah, you would
Yeah.
add it on as an
Electronic.
optional
You
item.
can't just get the warranty by itself.
Believe me, that was the first question I asked because I'm extremely clumsy. I'm dropping my phone all the time. And especially with power surges,
Mhm.
Yeah.
with the way that they control the electricity, at least in my area, I've had things get burned out because of a power surge. So it's nice to know that is part of the coverage.
I have an additional question. So I sold a house 4 years ago, and the lady had a problem, she thought, with her air conditioning and got an air conditioner, just happened this weekend. So air conditioning guy that I use, and he came out and he actually saved her house, and he says, oh my God, no. And she had a problem in her main panel. And the problem was so severe that he shut everything down, and he called an electrical company, and she had to have a new panel.
Would that be like a code upgrade or something?
So
Okay.
is that covered anywhere?
With
Or is
home
that-
warranties, we do not put in entire new panels. Okay. Basically, if what do I want to say, if a portion, like something, I see this all the time with home inspections. They're like, oh, they double, connected wiring in the panel, and it should be two separate connections. We don't go in and make those changes. If something breaks down and it requires us fixing one portion in the panel, then that's covered. But we would not go in and just replace and rewire a home.
No, so I didn't think so. So I read, I think it's the home insurance, homeowners
Yeah.
insurance that we're looking into.
Possibly.
So as soon as I get a clarity of it, I'll share my experience of where we can go to help our clients.
Yeah, hopefully that's not, I mean, homeowner's insurance, then you still have a deductible, and then you
Yeah.
have a claim on the house. So there's so many other things that go along with
Yeah,
that
but it's
too.
almost, there's almost $7,000.
Okay, well, it might be.
Yeah, it's a
something.
lot of money.
Yeah.
It's $7,000.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that homeowners insurance will cover that, to be honest. They're more covering secondary damage due to a fire, water, things like that. That's why home warranties come into place, like with your appliances, because those types of breakdowns are not covered by homeowners insurance.
Only if it caught on fire would they cover it,
Yeah.
which that
Right.
happened to a friend of mine 2 weeks ago
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. from the
Yeah.
air conditioner.
From the.
And you
air
always
conditioner.
have to be cautious with homeowners insurance, because when you go in, even if you didn't place a claim, they sort of put a ding against your
They do.
insurance.
We
It
totally
happened to
had
me
that here
personally.
in the office on a file we closed last month. They just made an inquiry, would it be covered? And they put a note in their file,
Really?
Yep.
and it was a problem. Yeah,
It does. You have, and then you have, like you said, your deductible. But that did happen to me personally, and all of a sudden the rate on my homeowner's insurance skyrocketed by $1,000.
Oh,
my
wow.
gosh.
Yeah, so just be cautious when you're talking to them. Talk in general, don't give them an
Let's just
address.
not
or-
have them inquire at all until
We know.
certain.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But
Well,
thank you
thanks,
so much,
Susan.
everyone, for your time. And I'm here if you ever need anything. Don't forget, we do put a $50 discount on real estate owned products for yourself. And if you need anything, just reach out to me. I'm happy to assist.
Sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Have a great day.
You too. While we are talking to all of our visitors, I think I've got Yvonne Ramirez from Legendary Escrow floating out there. Yvonne, are you driving on the road right now? I think I saw.
Yeah,
you
I pulled over.
yes.
Good girl.
Thank you so much for having me on your guys' call today. So I wanted to kind of touch base on a couple things. Last week, we sent out marketing flyers to all our Berkshire offices for the Statement of Information and solar. So we put together a marketing item to take steps on what you can do before the escrow transaction opens, on what documents you can already start requesting from the seller to process with the solar company. So it looks like it's taking a little bit more time to get those in. And the turnaround times are not easy, especially dealing with the solar company. So if you guys have any questions in regards to those forms that you guys received last week, you can reach out to your escrow officers directly. They'll be more than happy to assist you on how to take the steps before the escrow transaction opens. In addition, we want to go ahead and try to set up a escrow workshop. So basically, it's a life of an escrow. We'll go from the beginning of the process to the middle of the process to the end of the process, and what type of documents you guys should be requesting at the very beginning process. So for all the new hire agents that just came on board, we're giving the opportunity for all of our offices to set up classes, whether that be live in your guys' branch, or if you guys want to do a virtual Google Meet, or however you guys prefer. We are getting these set up so that way these, the new agents that are coming on board have the opportunity to ask us any questions, any questions that you guys may have in regards to documents, or what you guys should be asking for, or how things should be filled out when you get the prelim or the opening package. There's a lot of information on those opening packages. You might not fully understand what needs to be filled out, how it needs to be filled out, or who to direct your seller to when it comes to tax forms. So we want to take that opportunity, even with our seasoned agents, if you guys want to take a class and set that up. I believe Shannon says you guys do workshops. I think it's at 11 a.m., but I'm not exactly sure on the date. So I can
We'll
have
figure
one
out
of
a
the
date, you guys, and then I'll let you know. We may do it right after the meeting as well, because that seemed to work last week with the workshop. So
okay, perfect.
Let's
So
chat
I
on
will
the
get in.
side.
I will get in contact with Jody or Harmony, so that way one of the ladies in the Marietta branch can come with me. We can sit down, we can go over the documents thoroughly with you, or if you have any other questions on trying to understand what happens throughout the process, or what you need when you open up the transaction, or what kind of documents and questions you should be asking. So I sent out a few months back, there was a seller checklist and a buyer checklist, and it kind of went over the basics of what type of documents to ask for. If you don't know how to ask for those or what to look for, that's why the workshop's so imperative, so that we can sit there and kind of direct you on what needs to come to escrow, so there's no delay in your files. Other than that, I will start working on new marketing pieces, and then I will get on your guys' call. I'll make sure that Jody and Harmony are able to attend one of your guys' live meetings every month, and so we can have face-to-face and conversation, and if you guys have any other questions at that time too. And thank you so much for your guys' continued support utilizing Legendary Escrow. We truly appreciate it. And thank you so much, Shannon, for having me on your call.
You're welcome. Good to have you. I'm like, I almost said good to see you, but I'm seeing just a green dot.
So just let me know if anybody wants to sign up for that workshop, and if what day works best, so that I can get in contact with Jody and Harmony.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Okay,
Thank
perfect.
you.
Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful week.
You too. Bye.
Okay,
All
bye.
right. So let's start from the beginning. Who's got good news to share? Lynette.
Closed escrow yesterday.
That was a tough one. Working
was
for
a tough
family
one.
is hard. We have a couple family escrows right now, and everybody's pulling their hair out.
Yeah, that was a great experience, actually.
Yeah.
You know, it was a challenge, but we did it.
Good job.
I'm excited about that.
And she's so thankful.
And she is very thankful. We had a good conversation yesterday evening, and she's very happy.
Can't wait to hear. Who else has good news?
I'm closing escrow this week.
Yay.
Is it this week?
Next week.
Next week. Next week, the 20,
How come I know that?
the 28th. We
Right
had to push
on.
it out a few days, and that's for family as well, but it's been a good experience. Every experience is a learning experience.
Especially when it's your first one,
Yeah.
it's going to be a learning
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Anybody else have good news out there?
I had 2 offers accepted over the weekend. That was good on Heather and Gabriel Metsu. And
I
thank
saw,
you to,
yay. Congratulations, Jill. God, rocking and rolling.
Holly and Kirsten and Thalia for helping me with open houses.
Hey, hopefully you guys got some leads out of those open houses.
I did.
I do too.
Oh, good. Everybody seemed to get one. So thank you, Jill, for letting us hold those open houses for you, or even sitting with you.
Yeah.
Hey, Shannon.
Yes.
It's Tony. Can I just, it's not necessarily good news, but just kind of like, beware type of thing. We have an escrow that was supposed to close last Friday. It was just going to be a 2-week escrow. Now we're looking at a little longer. The buyer came in with half down, but his lender was the credit union and Navy Federal. And I just want to give people a heads up. If you have Navy Federal, exactly. They've really screwed things up just by not. We kept asking for the appraisal, didn't get it. And it's been driving us absolutely crazy. And our loan contingency, this is one that we had on a 45-day. I've got 2 at the same time, and I keep going back and forth and mixing them up. But the one with Navy Federal, it should have been a slam dunk. The buyer came in with half down. We removed our contingencies on the home inspection and all of that. But now the lender is just really messing it up, and we can't remove our loan contingency. So just beware about credit union lenders, especially Navy Federal.
Yeah, I will say I have lots of experience with Navy Fed at my previous company. And I've learned recently that they've moved like all of their processors and everybody are on the East Coast. So being on the West Coast and they're on the East Coast, it's hard to get a hold of them. You're working till 5 and they're eating dinner and in bed already. So it's not a good thing. I don't like to trash
Badmouth
anybody.
anybody, but you can badmouth them because they're driving me nuts. And the other escrow that was supposed to close last Friday, we found out late Thursday that the seller actually had 2 loans. Now I'm representing the buyer, but the seller had 2 loans and one of them was kind of a weird government loan. So now it didn't close and we had to extend it another 2 weeks because we don't know when we're going to get that payoff and be able to close it. So
Yeah,
just
but so
heads up.
the training thing here is sellers need to get their escrow instructions in fast because title issues, we find out there's an extra loan that they maybe forgot about or we didn't see on the prelim, and lots of prelim issues. And I see Michelle come in here every week and she's got a new challenge that she's working on with title. So getting the seller to turn their stuff in, it's on the RPA that it's 5 days.
Yeah.
And I have had sellers wait to the last day as well, and then found there was something that some demand we had to get as well, and we had to chase somebody down to get a notary, and nightmares.
Is it hard to get demands, payoff demands, like on loans?
Not usually.
Okay.
And that's something that escrow can talk to you about. They know a lot of the banks and how long it will take to get those demands in. Sometimes it's just sending a fax or an email or doing a form. But with Jody's, I know she said it was like some kind of weird government one. So
Right.
sometimes it's longer, but I usually figure you need at least 2 weeks to get those demands. I mean, worst case on a normal bank. So anyway,
but
thanks
it's
for that, Jody. That's helpful.
I just am dealing with one. My buyers went with, it's called Better Mortgage. It's an online brokerage. And if you look up, NerdWallet or any of those, it always pops up to #1 for the best place to get an online loan. They switched in the month we were looking for a property. There were 4 different people that reached out to me, representing them and introducing themselves to me. They kept switching people over. We got into escrow, and 2.5 weeks in, they said they needed an extra $130,000 from the buyers.
What?
I've since got them with another lender that I like to work with. They didn't know the Riverside County loan limits.
God, and that's
So
good.
that
And that
was
happens a
nightmare.
lot.
And then the same deal, again, mentioning you're getting things to title quickly. The sellers had $184,000 worth of IRS liens that they were not aware of.
Yep.
So everything went on hold. Everybody was willing to extend their time to get this sorted out. So they're getting these letters from the IRS saying that they don't owe that, and it's down to a manageable portion at this point. So we're going to move forward with escrow.
Wow.
But
yeah, it's tough when we get those
yeah,
surprises.
unfortunately, they did that at the beginning of escrow. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good. Well, that's good. That's good training as well. So what other good news?
It looks like I got my listing in blank.
Oh,
Yay.
do you want to talk about it now or wait till the paper's signed?
Papers aren't going to be signed for a couple of weeks because we won't go out there. So it's a 160-acre horse ranch. It has a 32 barn, stall barn. It has a breeding facility. It has approximately 60 to 70 acres of alfalfa hay, about 50 acres of Bermuda hay. It has 12 paddocks with shade in it. The property has a 2,200 square foot home on it's an older home, but it's an adobe home. It has 142 total acres of water rights. Wow. So the water bill a year is $9,000, which sounds like a lot, but it's all irrigated pastures and everything. So you can sell hay. So it's a self-sufficient horse ranch. And then the seller took about 32 to 40 acres and subdivided them into 2-acre parcels. The subdivision is fully ready to go up to electricity. All the electric's been approved, but it hasn't been completely sent to the subdivision. So there's about $100,000 to $200,000 worth of work left to complete that subdivision to get them ready to sell. And it'll be listed at approximately 3.5 mil.
Woohoo!
Great.
Yeah. Anybody got a buyer for that?
That would be nice.
Ironically, as it turned out, as I was talking to the seller, somebody came by and drove by and she has a sign, "Hey for sale." So called her up. So there is a possibility we might have a buyer already,
That would be fantastic.
which would be great. Yeah. So, but anyway, that should be on the market in about 3 or 4 weeks. We're letting her grass grow for pictures.
You know how that goes, huh, Kim? We're waiting for the flowers to grow back in Hemet one year. Remember
Oh.
that?
Oh,
Anybody else?
yeah, that was fun after the fire.
And then the fire.
Oh, no.
Anybody else have new listings coming soon they want to talk about? Buyer needs, price changes?
I don't want to jump the gun, but I may have one coming in Parkway.
Oh, yeah. What about it?
Actually, this is very close. I'm very close to this one because it's a good friend of mine.
Oh.
That passed away.
Oh,
So it's in Parkway, beautiful 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom. It's all fixed up already, ready to go. It's a probate property. So we're just waiting for I should hear something within the next couple of weeks.
I'm proud of you because Lynette, we know how Lynette's been here a couple of years now, but probate is not something hardly any of us know. So she went and took all the coursework and got certified to do probate sales.
Oh,
So
wow.
good job, Lynette.
Thank you.
And her seller even called her out and said, "Are you certified for this?" Somebody must have put that in their head. And she goes, "I am." So
That's great.
I'm so
Well,
happy
thanks
you
to
did that.
Shannon too, because she encouraged me
Yeah.
to do that as well. So obviously,
Yeah.
I'm glad I did it. I couldn't get away from this one because I need to, I was going to help him move to Florida,
Yeah.
and right before you kind of get a chance to go out there. So
I know it'll be a special deal for you.
yeah, it is.
That's good that you're helping his family. Any other listings or that anybody wants to talk about?
I do. My listing on White Ridge in Finch Valley is 2651 square feet. We listed it on Friday and we don't have any offers yet. Which I know isn't too long a time, but
What?
like, yeah, 4 bedrooms. It's a beautiful home, really nice backyard with a full aluminum patio cover, RV potential on the side. So if anybody has anybody at 649.8, we're actually priced really good. So give me a buyer. It's beautiful.
All right, sounds good. I have a little bit of good news I want to share. Let me share my screen real quick. I don't necessarily have my top 5 today, but I have award winners that some of you guys are already winning awards that you're probably not aware of. Can you see my screen on Zoom? Because I can't see you.
We just see you and now the
You
faces.
see me? Okay. Try again. Share. Go. How about that? Can you see that?
Not, oh, okay.
Yeah. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Somebody talk. I just wanted to say congratulations. So Honor Society has already been achieved, which is the top 16% of the Berkshire Hathaway network by Kim and Donna. Yay.
Wow.
Donna, first time award winner this year. Yay. And then Creighton and Hayes team is leading Edge Society, which is amazing. Top 10% of the Berkshire network. You guys should be very proud. You've done a lot of hard work this year. So I don't know if you guys can see that 120,000 GCI or minimum to hit that award. Let me go back for a second. The first one is 75,000 GCI to get that minimum, and then 120 for leading edge. And Jill has already hit President's Circle for the year. 185 is the minimum to hit that. I know I'm pushing Jill to get to the next level, but she's not liking me right now. So because we want a new trophy on the desk, right, Jill?
Right, I may do it. We'll see.
I know, I think you can. I think you're very, very close. So congratulations, you guys are doing an awesome job. And really, I'm just going to put a plug in there to go to conference, because award winners, they guys have some special things there. It's always fun. It's where is it?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. Like, it's not like a place I would normally pick to go, but anyhow. So congratulations, you guys. I'll share this with you if you want to share the screen out there. All right, let's talk about the local market update. Right now in the Temecula Valley, we have 191 new listings, single family, that is. We have 250 pending, which is down from last week slightly. 234 sold, which is up from last week. Excuse me. In all of Temecula Valley, we have 810, which is up significantly from last week. So that's encouraging to see more listings coming on the market. On Temecula only, we have 216, and we're kind of hanging out there at the $475 as the minimum entry level for a home in Temecula. Riverside County coming soon and active, total 3,147. And we had 114 price changes, which is down slightly from last week. So it's encouraging to see listings increasing on the market right now. Buyers are probably slowing down a little bit right now. We'll see how it goes. So talking about forecasting for next year, Jordan Levine, it might be confusing his last name. Levine is a singer, right? Jordan is going to be joining our Berkshire Hathaway regional meeting next week. He will be on Zoom, so I will have a Zoom link for those of you who don't want to go to the association. We haven't fully decided if we're going to go all watch it together and have breakfast, or if we'll just Zoom it, but I'll keep you posted. I hope to know by this Friday how we're going to go ahead and do that. So I do want to share, last week was the Temecula State of the City. I totally forgot about it and didn't go. So I did catch one video that I found on YouTube. I would love to share it with you guys. It's not very long. So hang on a sec, let me share this. But it does talk about what's coming in Temecula, and I thought it was really important for us to know, because it's related to transportation. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see that on Zoom, or you will be.
Transportation and the movement of people and goods, whether it be by vehicle, bike, or by foot, is a vital part to any city's core foundation. Here in Temecula, building and maintaining our critical infrastructure to allow ease in transportation has remained a priority since city inception over 32 years ago. As Temecula continues to evolve into a dynamic economic powerhouse, so do our infrastructure needs expand. In June 2021, the city approved a $700 million capital improvement budget, or CIP budget for short, the largest ever in Temecula's history. City funding contributes roughly 24% of the total CIP funding, with outside sources such as federal and state grants, and regional revenue sources such as Riverside County's transportation uniform mitigation fees, making up the remainder of the budget. 92 carefully planned projects over the next 5 years are sure to make a positive impact on all of Temecula's residents. Let's take a look at some of the projects that are included in this capital improvement budget, which are expected to start construction over the next 12 months. Temecula, get ready to move. French Valley Parkway, Phase 2. This project will construct 2 northbound lanes on the I-15 freeway, approximately 2.5 miles long. The new lanes will start on I-15 from Winchester Road to the I-15-215 junction and include a flyover bridge. This will help correct the daily choke point on the northbound Interstate 15, where weaving occurs as drivers choose between I-15 and I-215, while at the same time, vehicles are merging from off of Winchester Road and onto northbound I-15. Groundbreaking for this $138 million project is expected to occur mid-2022. I-15 Freeway Congestion Relief Project. New auxiliary lanes will be constructed along the I-15 freeway between all on-ramps and off-ramps in Temecula. The first lane, northbound I-15 from Temecula Parkway to Rancho California Road, is expected to start construction by the end of 2022. Freeway Beautification Plan. While speaking of freeway off-ramps, the southbound Temecula Parkway freeway off-ramp that was completed in 2019 will be going through a landscape beautification upgrade. The city, in conjunction with sponsorship from our partners, Pechanga Band of Luiseno Indians and Visit Temecula Valley, will be creating an enhanced landscape and hardscape plan that will communicate a strong sense of arrival and warm welcome to those entering Temecula. Nicholas Road Extension and Multipurpose Trail. On the northeastern part of town, construction will soon start on the road extension of Nicholas Road from Summers Bend's westerly boundary to Calle Girasol and Leifer Road. The project will also include a culvert crossing at Santa Gertrudis Creek. This project will bring needed relief for those living in the area and will also provide an efficient northern access route towards wine country. Diaz Road Expansion. Diaz Road will be converted into a major 4-lane arterial between Rancho California Road and Cherry Street, bringing additional roadway infrastructure to the city's business park corridor. Construction will start from Winchester to Rancho California in 2022. Building critical infrastructure is not only being planned, but maintaining and improving the city's existing roads and facilities are also a priority. This year, the City of Temecula will upgrade and repair over 3 million square feet of roads through our pavement rehabilitation program, including much of the city's business park and major access roads, including Butterfield Stage, Yanez Road, Paba Road, and Winchester Road. We will also start renovating and upgrading a few city facilities over the next 12 months. Margarita Recreation Center. Located at the Mike Nugar Park off Margarita Road, the former YMCA building will be dismantled and a new intergenerational recreation center with a pool will be built in its place. Mary Phillips Senior Center. Enhancement and renovation at the Mary Phillips Senior Center, including exterior improvements and much-needed accessibility improvements to the interior, will also take place. Pickleball courts will be constructed at Wolf Creek Park, balancing the amenities currently offered on the south side of town. In striving to maintain a healthy balance of transportation modes, the city puts great effort into planning connectivity, construction and maintenance of trails and bike paths through the city. Here are a few projects you will see in the coming months. Trail lighting will be installed to the east side of the creek between First Street and Rancho California Road in Old Town. Extension of the pedestrian bike trail from Yanez Road to Murrieta Creek Multi-Trail on Diaz Road. This is just a snapshot of the 92 projects scheduled in the city's 5-year capital improvement program, all aimed at prioritizing public infrastructure in an effort to move Temecula forward and beyond this year, providing quality of life for years to come.
All right,
Cool.
pretty,
Oh, that's-
pretty good stuff, right?
Yeah.
I know, I want to clap. I'm not even at the meeting. I really love going to the state of the city meetings with all the cities locally, just to learn stuff like that. We need to know what's coming for the sake of our clients. So, so there you go. That's on Facebook. I just follow them on Facebook. So things that I meet or miss are on there.
I just joined Lake Elsinore Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, good.
I've been waiting because everything was just virtual and nothing was
Yeah.
happening. So I was thinking $250 for nothing happening. And
Yeah.
I was thinking, I'm gonna wait, right?
Yeah.
Right? And the guy has been bugging me. He's really nice. And I said, hey, I'm not a storefront, so people don't come in. I need to be where people see me.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Right.
but they are starting to open up, and I am following the fantastic toll road that now has been approved from Christiania on I-5
Mhm.
through the mountains of Camp Pendleton there to Wildemar.
Wow.
It's not going to happen
Way.
tomorrow, but I think it is a great selling point. I put flyers out still in Orange County because I lived there for 40 years, right? And I have a good network there, but it has been slow in happening because there are so many environmental, which is good. But the craziest meeting I ever went to was in San Clemente, and these ladies got a hold of me and said, you have to vote no. And I'm going, why should I vote no? Oh, all the little animals.
Oh,
And I looked
sorry.
at her and I said, do you know who owns the land? And they go, yes, the state. I said, no, it's federal property.
Yeah.
And those little animals, they left 50, 60 years ago because those are shooting ranges. I said,
And bombs.
Like we hear it.
Right, and I said, they're going to be moved somewhere else, to make people happier in San Clemente. So the animals might just come back and live underneath.
Right? Right? Which,
And she goes, are you sure? And I said, oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm quite positive. Been there and shot some rounds out there.
right? When are they planning on building it?
When does that start?
Well, it just got approved.
Yay.
And so it's gonna take years, but
Yeah.
I'm hoping that with the way that we're building right now and the way that people are moving from Orange County, that they said maybe we said 2025. So
Okay.
that's fast.
That would be very
for-
fast.
For toll
Right.
road. But the hurdles have been the environmental, and I
Right.
understand that because we're seeing Temecula and seeing how beautiful it is.
Right.
We have to do that, and Camp Pendleton really is beautiful.
Yes.
For us who can get in
Yeah.
and see it, right?
Mhm.
But those are shooting ranges right there. And just moving from Christiania, because that's Nixon's old White House, West Coast White House, that's off of Christiania right there.
Mhm.
And if you are then going eastbound, then there is a natural movement through the mountains there. So they don't have to blow up mountains. They don't have
That's
to do
good.
this
Yeah,
and
because they
that.
were talking
They-
about
So
going
if you
through.
know the 241
Uh-huh.
toll road
Mhm.
that goes from Irvine
Mhm.
out to
Mhm,
the
yes.
91, they're going to mimic that. So there is a beautiful flow, and taking the 241 is a beautiful ride.
It is.
Really is.
And what is that town that's out past La Cresta? It's not a town, it's an area. It's called like Toluca,
No.
No.
but you can see the ocean
Tanaha.
from there, so it's gonna
Uh-huh.
be right there.
Yeah, well,
Tanaha?
it's going to be, so if you are
Tanaha,
going,
Tanaha.
so
Tanaha.
if you're
Yeah.
going south on I-5 from Mission Viejo,
Uh-huh,
then you pass the Ortega,
yes,
and then you're going through San Clemente.
yes,
The last one that is open, but it's also a gate into Camp Pendleton, but
yes,
you have to have special permission.
yes.
Is Christiania, and after that is Barcelona. So it is right between Barcelona where the nuclear power plant,
Like by San Onofre,
San Onofre, and then there, and that is a
the
national.
big boobies.
Yes, yeah, but it's before that, it's before that.
Yes,
So it's
At the
between-
end of San Clemente, but the beginning of Pendleton.
Yes.
That would
Okay.
be huge.
That will be so nice to
That's
have that
amazing.
gateway
Same.
through.
It will be a 15-minute pass.
From there to here?
Yeah, From when you start the toll road to you get land in Wildemar.
That's
And-
amazing. I
And
can't
what
wait.
land will be affected in Wildemar? Like, where will it come through? Like Clinton Keith?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm really
We'll
not
keep our
sure.
ears out for that for sure.
Yeah.
What's the
What's it gonna call?
I have to go home and look at it. I
Report
always
back
get
to
it in
us.
my email. I will keep you posted, but I go to those meetings and because I do have access to Camp Pendleton. So I go to those meetings there and see what's going on, but it'll be huge for us out here.
yes.
I'm already telling people out here, buy property now because 5 years from now will be Orange County prices.
Right, for sure.
The minute that goes up.
For sure. All right, let's move on. So I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off, but
no.
bring us more information as you learn more
Yeah.
on that. Thanks, Kirsten. All right, so just a couple of tech tips today for you. It's always great. I don't know if some of you guys, or you all know that I have a weekly meeting with all of our leadership team in all 3 states. And Maria Hill, our marketing department, always reminding us of the tools that we have that we forget that we have. And this is one that she shared with us last week. And many of you agents have asked me about, is there a checklist for when I take a listing for me to like check off all the things that need to be done? And I've made my own over the years, but it's like personal to me, but there is one. And it's in the VAC. There's actually 2 different ones. So I just wanted to share with you, there's a 2-pager and an 8-pager. And it kind of gives you a completion timeline. Some of them are by days, some of them are based by contract. And then you can check them off or if you have a team who's in charge of doing that. So this is an example of the 2-page one. I've also downloaded the 8-page one, which is very, very detailed. And what I like about it is it talks about some of the marketing pieces that you might be doing. And so you can kind of check off those things as you do them. Or if you're thinking about, hey, I better check and see if my AdWorks actually went out. We've been having some challenges with AdWorks. So please check those things and make sure they're happening. Make sure they go on the global syndication site. You guys have access to that too. And so along those same lines, when we talk about where do we get to, well, this is an old list, but there is a lead generation checklist also in the VAC. And it talks about where do I get all these things from? So where do I go to List Hub Global, or how does it get there? And it talks about, it's automatic for you. How do I get it to July? It's automatic. Where can I go for text writers? And there's a link on there is kind of telling you through the VAC how to get there. So I just wanted to remind you guys of these tools. Let me share a different place here. Minimize that. So on the VAC, the first checklist, if you go into the resources and the document center, on the left-hand side, when you see the marketing come up, it's actually under the listing process. Doesn't say checklist at all. So if you try to type it in to the quick search, it's not going to come up. So just know it's its own section and it's under the marketing and it's called the listing process, both checklists with 2-page and 8-page. The lead generation checklist, I don't know where that's at. I actually did the quick search on that one and it came up. So I'll print out a couple of these and put them in the back by the copy machine so that you guys can grab them if you want to. And then one little bit of housekeeping, I just want to let you guys be aware, and it's not happening yet, but most of you probably have that 2-factor authentication in some fashion, either on social media or on other email accounts. Well, we are going to be enrolling that process for your emails. So our Google accounts will have that. It's going to be rolled out state by state. Right now, we're working on Arizona happening because we've had that email phishing problem happening to us. And now that we're home services, we really need to be super careful with the email. Shauna and I have been on the 2-factor for about a month now. It's very easy. You basically just set it up with your phone and then it just send you a message that you click the button on your phone and then you're in. And it only happens when you either turn off your computer or you go to a different device that doesn't recognize who it is. So I'll keep you posted on that coming. And you'll get an email from Gordon probably to tell you when it's going to be happening in California. So heads up on that. And I am taking the official training for the RPA class tomorrow. So I can train you guys on it. I will save all of my paperwork that I get. I just not confident that anybody else who's going to train me besides the California Association of Realtors is going to be sufficient for me. So you guys don't have to pay if you don't want to, but I'll train it over and over many times. And that way we can do a whole Q&A and stuff. I know Darren wants to train all of California on it. And that's wonderful too, because we'll get the legal aspect, but you'll get the layman's and your manager's opinion on it when I learn it. So that's that. All right, and that is it. Let's do Joker Jackpot. Yay, Shauna.
Ready to win.
Joker Jackpot. While Shauna's getting ready, just a couple of training classes that are coming up. Today we have the Chris is doing virtually basically the Resource Center, Berkshire Hathaway Resource Center, and AdWorks. So if you're not familiar with how to get your listings into AdWorks, how you can create your own ads, he's doing those at 1 and then at 3. But tomorrow's classes are probably the best of the week. Tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock, Chris is teaching SkySlope Plus. So anybody who's not good at SkySlope. And then at 1 o'clock, he never does this, how to do a Facebook page. So anybody who is 1 o'clock virtually.
I want to see that.
Yeah, so everybody jump on there with Chris. He usually doesn't get permission to teach anything outside of our Berkshire tools, but everybody's been begging for this. So 1 o'clock online tomorrow. And then next week, if anybody wants to travel to the desert, he's going to be live in Palm Springs and Indian Wells on your CRM. And then just save the dates real quick. Sorry, Shauna, I'm going to get through it and then you can play. Success Series with Rick is next Tuesday through Thursday. It's the condensed version. So it'll be like an afternoon, like 3 or 4 hour class. And then our regional meeting already mentioned, a Halloween potluck next Friday. Dress up, bring food, small amount of food for everybody to share. It'll be a lot of fun. That's going to be at noon. Cool. Halloween already. It's the gateway to the holidays. Okay, I'm going to turn it to you, Shauna, because I'm not going to get up. Kirsten. How much money?
$90.
90. We're almost to 100. Okay.
All right.
Then you can grab a candy bar while you're in there.
Adam.
And Adam is online.
I'm here for one.
Thalia is new here and she's already recognizing that you're the winner of the office.
Every time.
Who do you want to draw your card?
Shannon, you draw for me.
Okay.
Come on, Joker.
Nope.
Sorry.
Next week. All right. We do it until we have 2 jokers in there. It's going to keep going until the joker's drawn. So, all right, that's it for this week, you guys. Don't forget, jump on those trainings with Chris today and tomorrow. And I'll be in the office if anybody needs me. But don't bother me during training tomorrow, 9 to 1. I'm not answering. All right, have a great time, great week.